Yo, what's going on, gang? Today I got the top 3 best close range metas right now in Verdansk. I'm going to start this list from the worst of the 3 to the best, but all of them are top tier viable. These are guns you need to be picking up if you see them as ground loot and running them, no doubt. There should be no question about pickups with these guns in particular. The first, which being the SOG. This is going to come in at number 3. It's the build I personally like to run. I got the ported compensator. Some people like to run the compensator, but the ported compensator gives you first shot recoil, like anti-recoil, and it has vertical recoil as well. We got the reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, and I rock the CQB grip. I like that you get the dive speed, the slide to fire speed, sprint to fire, jump, sprint to fire speed. It's like you can stay moving, stay in the mix, and still be able to rip people without having delays because you're moving too much. Some people like to rock the recoil springs. I actually don't have the recoil springs for this gun. I could see where you'd want the anti-recoil, but this gun's for close range confrontations. You really don't need that. The recoil is not too crazy. We'll pull it in the firing range now. We will actually give it a rip real quick, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the recoil pattern. We're gonna aim right at the bottom and let it rip. And it makes kind of like a horseshoe S, so it kind of goes up to the left and then back to the right. So we really just want to pull it down to the right and then down to the left when it gets a little wonky. And we'll get a tighter spread, so our targets from 10 to 25 should not be problematic at all. You should be able to fry within these two. And the more you use them, the more you'll get comfortable with it. But it absolutely has a incredible TTK, considering it's not top tier meta. It's pretty fast. 3 plates. I feel like SMGs have been really inconsistent, but this one in particular is not that inconsistent. So just remember, down right on the recoil pattern, we're going down right. It kind of gets haywire. We go down left, and that should keep us in the mix. So your initial spray that should actually take somebody out is just going to be down right. You go down right with your spray, you should be able to manage. You might get a little hazy here and there. But I'm really not using SMG most of the time right there. SMG's probably here. I'm going to pull up. I want to just zap 10 meters, something like that. Some at range right there. It seems a little dicey for a gun like the SOG. But that is number 3. Coming in at number 2, we got the KSV. We're going to rock the compensator on this one. Not the ported. I like the ported on the SOG just for the mobility aspect of it. The first shot recoil control. I've used the KSV so much, I feel like I didn't need to add the ported. I felt better with just having the compensator, so I didn't get any of the plus 21 gun recoil kick, vertical kick. I like the compensator for that reason. So we're rocking the compensator, reinforced barrel, we're rocking the Ranger foregrip, extended mag 2, and the balanced stock. We're gonna take this into the firing range, show you exactly what I mean with how fast this thing actually kills. So we're going to go ahead and pull it down. We're going to get our recoil pattern here. We're going to aim at the bottom. This one's weird. I wouldn't really call that down right, but you pretty much are going to go straight down with it, maybe slightly to the right. As the pattern gets a little hairy, down left. So that's 2 SMGs back to back where we're going to have this down right kind of get squirrely, then go down left pattern where we can control it to a T. So when we're looking at our 10 meter kills, even our 25 meter kills, we're down left, down right, but the TTK is so fast, we're not too worried about it, and mobility is phenomenal with these guns. That's a beauty with Black Ops 6. I feel like SMGs and movement just go hand in hand, especially with these little side slides. I mean, stuff like that, that is just nasty how you can move around with these guns so well. Definitely something you need to pick up on the ground. I know the KSV's in ground loot meta right now, so definitely be rocking that. But number 3 is the AK. Look, this thing is so disgusting up close. This is a game-breaking SMG right now. We rock the muzzle brake, extended mag 2, ergo grip, balanced stock with the recoil springs. This fries. This gun absolutely fries. I feel like this is something I need every time I load into a match. We'll go ahead and get the recoil pattern for this gun for the game right now. So we're going to aim at the bottom, not touch the joystick, let it rip. This one's weird. It's vertical, and then this jolt to the right always throws you off, but just think go down, and as it jolts, then just down to the left. I mean, it's almost the same thing, down right, down left, but we just kind of go down with it. It gets squirrely, and then we go down left. And you'll notice on the recoil pattern, when it makes that initial hop right here, you'll see there's a couple shots outside of our spray right here, but we have our generalized spray pattern. But this thing kills so fast. All you need to know is that initial just like down, maybe slightly to the right, and you're absolutely frying, which is so crazy. And it's funny that all the close range metas have very similar recoil patterns. I mean, if you look at some of the longer range metas like the AMAX or even just the Kilo, it's so much different. I mean, look at that. I'm not touching the joystick. The Kilo is so crazy. So that's just simply down right. There's no, right then left. Even with the AMAX, we pull out the AMAX and we look at a recoil on this thing. It's almost just like a perfect vertical movement, maybe slightly just down left the entire time. But it does not move, and so it's kind of ironic that all the close range metas right now have very similar recoil patterns. So if you pick up an AK, a SOG, or a KSV, just know you pull that thing slightly down and to the right, you're gonna fry whatever's in front of you, which is huge. The only thing I gotta add, you don't get the mobility with the AK like you do with the SOG or the KSV, but you get the incredibly fast TTK, so you can try to be as shifty as you want to be with it. It definitely helps to be shifty, but just know you're not going to be moving as fast. Gang, listen, if you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, hit the sub, crush the like, go test out these classes, let me know what you think, and I will catch you tomorrow for another banger. Let's get it, gang.